So I had some few people asking me what it took to use this Acura EL front end. So you will see we do have the Acura EL fenders on. We just spent a little time doing the gaps on this. Bumper's not bolted in place, so obviously that will come out to where it's supposed to be. Headlights fit the way they should. And we do have the hood and we have the A-spec lip. So you will see we are using a 2003 to 2005 rad support because I changed the rad support to that from the deer, which hit the deer. So if you're not familiar, this car hit a deer and I wasn't going to do the EL swap right away. So what I ended up doing was I kept the factory EL fender brackets there. I bent them in a little bit and I had to use a spacer, which is just a body spacer, which you can get them at your local Napa. I will cut them, make it flush, and I will powder coat them black so you won't even know they're there. But that's because the fender wanted to drop down too much, so you want to leave it in the factory spot, which makes the headlights fit the way they should. The way it should. If you look down in there, you will see against the headlight right there, we had to grind that pocket out a little bit on both sides. That's the only modification it took, and the modification right here. If you wanted to get fussy, this is the factory bolt hole right here for the Acura EL. So this is supposed to go down here. You could weld that up. I would give you a tip, put a penny underneath. Your MIG welder won't stick to copper, and you could weld that up fairly easy, and you wouldn't have to worry about burning through. I myself don't care because we're going to do a video series on how to make carbon fiber fenders for this car because this is going all-wheel drive down the road. So that hole for me doesn't bother me. Does it bother you, Chris? So this is good now. The bumper had to be trimmed if you're K-swapped, and I'm K-swapped, so this is an EP3 rad. So that's the only difference there, which I would have knew. I wish I would have knew because I would have shaved a couple things right here where the rad support is shaved.